Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for October 10th through 16th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. Okay, the overall energy for the reading, the Judgment card. You could be facing some decision-making time here. Yeah. Some choices are showing up, some decisions. Okay. In the recent past, the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. It looks like things were smoother than they are now. There's definitely a sense of stability that's being recognized there. Some love in the picture. Some good energy coming your way here. It's almost like one of those things where you look back and you're like, man, I had a gut, you know? I don't think that's the case. I mean, I think you did have it good here, but I think you have it good here. You're just surrounded by some energies that are looking a little bit zigzaggy, a little bit like, what the hell do I do with this kind of a thing? That doesn't make the situation not good necessarily. Well, it does shift your perspective over it, you know. It could make you feel like, yeah, no, it's just a mess. Who knows? But I don't feel... Anyways, that's where you're kind of looking at that energy and kind of like, huh, you know, better than what it is now. Okay, I don't agree with it, but okay. In the current situation, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Chariot. Okay, well, something's being removed here, almost. Something's departing from your energy. It's kind of like, I don't know if it was in your energy or if it was close by to you, but something is being pulled away from you, and it makes you feel good. I don't know what it is, but it's okay. It's looking good for now. In the immediate future, the Five of Cups, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords. Regret for not listening to your intuition here. You know, kind of looking back at something and being like, man, why didn't I listen to myself? I knew that's what I was supposed to do and I did the other thing. I don't know. There's a little bit of regret for not listening to you, basically. You know, and now you have to kind of stress about it or whatever the hell this brings. Okay, let's clarify. Let's see. Let's see the Judgment card. The Moon, the Hangman, the Nine of Wands. Okay, so these are the decisions and the choices that are coming through. There are none. You know how it is when you talk to someone about their choices, about, you know, you can do this or you can do this, and they end up doing nothing, and that in itself is a choice. That's how it's kind of looking on your side. And I don't know if you're fully aware that that's a choice in itself and you're actually making a choice by not making a choice. I'm not sure if you're fully aware of that. Okay. We'll get back to that because it's probably going to show up throughout the reading somewhere. Let's do the Page of Cups in the recent past. Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, the Three of Wands. Okay. So there is kind of like what's looking like a startup in a situation. Like you're just starting something up with somebody. And that's the point in time where you're showing me we had it good there. It was, you know, it was a good run. Okay, but it lasted 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. We had a good, you know, it's kind of looking like that. So I don't know what this is, but it's definitely something from your past that had a good start. I don't know where, you know, the middle and ending of this is, because you keep on pointing me to the start there. And then you waiting for that to develop into something more. Let's see the King of Pentacles. Four of Swords, King of Cups, the World card. Somebody here skipped the healing class. Somebody, and I feel like this is not you, wasn't healed and wasn't planning to heal pretty much anything for them. Nope. They're even showing me like, oh, there's this healing class I got. I'm not going to take it, you know, or I'm going to take it, but I'm going to fail it. So I'm not even going to bother to take it. Okay. Okay, so now I kind of see how it makes sense that you're waiting and waiting and waiting for things to develop into something more. Something out of what? The healing that this person shows up in, not doing, had what you were waiting for. But given that they skipped that class, you keep on waiting here. Okay, let's do the Ace of Wands. The Magician, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, manifesting action on their side. There is none. Because the action would have come from that healing class, you know? And I don't see any. I see you manifesting and desiring it, you know, based on how you felt about the situation. But I don't see, maybe there is something, you know, who knows? Maybe there was something. But there is, you know how sometimes you look at someone and you see their potential, but you're actually not dealing with their potential? This is what you are manifesting, them bringing something out from that potential. There is none, because that would have been discovered in the healing class that they skipped. And they skipped for that moment. I don't know, maybe since then they attended the class. You know, they made up the, I don't know. But over there, no. Let's do the Six of Wands in the current situation. The Judgment card, the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords. That's your ultimate decision here, to move on. But you're making that from a mind perspective, from a logical perspective, where if I were to talk to you and to ask you, Gemini, did you move on? Yes, I have. You would be quite convinced about it. Maybe it touches at a deeper level, and maybe you are aligned with what's going on inside of you, actually, because I do see a little bit of a sense of alignment in there, which could make me believe that you are actually moving on. The problem is you're showing it to me very clear, very drastic from the mind perspective. You're also showing me the Eight of Cups, which is the emotional body of things, and it's like, okay, that's moving away too. So that actually makes me believe you more that you're actually moving on. But the King of Swords kind of makes me think that you're trying to convince yourself of that a lot. And maybe you are. Nothing wrong with that either. Unless you're lying to yourself, which I don't see in here. So, who knows? Let's do the Eight of Cups. Now we're going to find out the truth. Because that's the truth. The emotional aspect of things. The Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Sun. You had high hopes for this, whatever this is. You may still have hope. Now I'm deciding if I believe you or not. I believe you. I believe you for the time being. I still see emotions there, which, you know, if they're there, they're there. What can you do about it? Nothing. But I believe you that you are moving on. You're kind of closing it off completely. Like there's closure here almost on your side. Let's do the Chariot. There's some sneaky energies trying to come in here for you, and it's the energies of the past. It's the past kind of trying to pull you back, because it, you know, the past doesn't like us going off into the sunset of the present. It's gonna try to be like, no, stay here, I miss you, come back. What am I gonna do without you? Who am I gonna torture with thoughts and all sorts of crazy things? Because I see you, the minute you step into your mind and it all gets very blurry and very confusing in there, that's when the past kind of has a grasp on you, and it's like, okay, let's get you live through the past in the present, which doesn't make sense. We all do it, especially when we get stuck up in here, because we get stuck somewhere in the past there. So these energies are, for some reason, yeah, it's quite, that's why I took a little bit to see if I believe you in these energies, because you're showing me very clear, look, I'm moving on, not only from the mind, but from the energy perspective, from the heart perspective, even though your heart still feels certain things, and it's okay, you can still move on. And then all of the sudden I see this pull, like the old Gemini is trying to not let you go, not let you move on, even though that's exactly what you're doing. So it kind of makes sense that this energy is coming in fast, because it's like it's pulling at the final straw here. Like, Gemini, don't go, stay here with me, stay, be stuck here, we stay together, you and me being your mind, and you know, the past keeping you, your mind keeping you in the past. Yeah, and that's what gets you all up in your mind, and you're kind of lose sight of what's clear, what's not clear. But you're so freaking clear about this. And then I see you getting all swept up by your own thoughts. Let's do the 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Knight of Swords. Because there's still stuff in your heart when it comes to this situation, that's why there's still ties to the past of the situation, because maybe all you have from the situation is the past, you know, and it's hard to let that go. Even though you're letting go of a lot of things, that is hard to let go in itself, because it means, okay, I let go completely, you know. So that's when the past still affects us. But this is good energy. I mean, you're facing that, you know, even though it kind of catches you by surprise and you go up in your head and you start getting all confused about it, you stand up to it. And you're kind of like, nope, I'm on a mission here. I'm moving on. That's my mission. Bypassed. You know, you're not getting a hold of me anymore. And looks like you're doing it. Okay. Not right away. This energy of confusion is going to stay for a little bit there with you, until you freaking realize what's going on. And then you turn things around. For the High Priestess, you get the Page of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Your perception is changing. A lot of things are changing for you. The minute you step onto this new path of moving on completely from this, and especially facing that pull from the past, a lot of things are going to change, and especially your perception over commitment, over love, over what commitment should look like. You know, it's kind of like you're giving me a new perception over it all. And you're getting one too if you're giving me that. So, things are changing for you for the better. Let's do the 9 of Swords. In the immediate future. The Lovers, the Emperor, the King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, whatever the situation is, it's not gone. You're gone from it, but it's not gone from your heart. You know, there's definitely a bond there that you're actually feeling, you know, this unbreakable bond kind of a thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just coming in. The only thing that could be an issue is if it kind of stops you from wherever you need to go, from whatever paths you need to take in this life. And I don't see it being at that stage, not anymore. It was at some point, but not anymore. But it is going to come back as something painful a lot of the times, as something that possibly didn't work out. So I see it doing that, but I don't see you stopping. I still don't see you stopping, you know, in your tracks here. It's kind of a hard situation to deal with on your part, and you're doing quite well through it. I'm not sure if you realize how well, but you're doing quite well through it. Let's see what the universe has. So close it off. 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. I can't find this energy in this reading, but it could apply to this. It could also apply to something else. It's almost like the universe is kind of telling you, make sure whatever it is you're giving your energy to, that it falls into an equal give and take kind of a place, because it could not. This could be part of that. Something else could be part of that too. So keep that in mind. So whatever it is you're investing in energetically, physically, wherever you put yourself out there, make sure it has that flow of equal give and take in it. Because I see you giving, especially somewhere in particular, and it might not be that. You think it is, but it might not be that. And with this, yeah, it could apply to this. You know, or it could have applied to this at some point. But that's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.